Let's get to some big developments coming out of Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference, of course, an annual conference, but held virtually for the first time this year. Wang is principal analyst and founder at Constellation Research. He's been tracking all of the announcements so far. And Ray, some big changes here on the services front. Let's start with iOS 14, because a lot of that works within our phones. What stood out to you in terms of the announcements that have come out so far?
You know, it's been amazing, right? This is the first time they've done it virtually. And the biggest thing that you noticed was the fact that the homes page is changing, right? You now have the ability to actually move things into different groupings. You actually aren't stuck with the way that everything's in one spot. And if they actually change that whole homepage, I think that's actually very, very powerful. I think there's a lot of other features that people are seeing in iOS 14 that are going to be exciting. Some of it is some of the way that they do, you know, the App Store and the way it does apps clips. You can come to an area, get a really light connection. Let's say you've never had an app that was available in that restaurant. You can actually click against it. You get the app. You can immediately transact. It actually promotes contactless commerce. There's also other, additions that are going on with Maps. Maps has gotten much more rich. It's also done a lot of things from EV charging, EV routing in the Maps, which is also very, very exciting. And then, of course, you're seeing a whole bunch of enhancements, not just on the iPhone side, but you're also seeing it across the board, where it actually looks like the Mac and the iPhone and the iPad, all those features are coming together, and it feels like one Apple for the first time in a long time.
One of the big changes is in the messaging platform. And I like how Zach Guzman earlier said it was like the Slackification of our messaging. I mean, it does seem like, the way we're communicating is changing. Obviously, it has changed significantly over the last 3 months. And how much of what we're seeing from Apple is a direct response to what some of its competitors have been doing and meeting them halfway?
It is. They've definitely been listening, right? Now you have an @ in front of your name. Now you can group things. Now you can put the icons together, when you're looking at messaging. And so they've been really listening, studying what the customers are asking for, and coming back with, solutions that developers are going to get really excited about.
One of the other things we're watching is the car key function here. Now, a lot of people for years have been expecting some kind of car to come out of Apple. This is a completely different function. I'm not sure how comfortable I feel with having my iPhone being able to unlock my car, but how significant a development is that for Apple as it tries to get into this space and find its pie or its piece of the pie, because there's a lot of competitors that have already been in the space.
It's a great point, right? We see the adoption of CarPlay, right? If you look at CarPlay's adoption, it's 80% around the world in terms of manufacturers. It's 90% plus in the US. And today, if you own a Tesla, right, your phone opens up your car already. I think people are used to that. A lot of folks want to be able to get that capability, and taking the car, taking the maps, bringing it together with your music, right? The whole CarPlay platform has been reimagined. And I think that's part of that process, really getting into bringing the OS into the vehicle as another environment. And so I think people are pretty excited about that. So BMW is the first to announce the digital key. And I think that's going to be exciting for folks being able to use that, and also to verify, is that the owner, is that not the owner? Should we actually control the speed? If that's a teen, what hours, hey, it's over midnight, you shouldn't even be in the car. So I think those are the type of capabilities that you're able to do with the digital key.
Yeah, it could be the first of many features coming out of Apple, at least as it relates to our cars.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.